Yeah, Rob Smith, he called me and said that, and I was overwhelmed, of course, pretty shocked. It was, I'd been here, like I said, in the 70s, and I know this was great, this was place.
Mm-hmm.
I was very proud to be, yeah, the induction was cool. I never even thought of it, My partner Jerold said, they got Reg in here last year or something, so he says, hey, you better get your speech ready. And I thought, yeah, right, anyway. And then, like I said, Rob called, and I was like, wow. I was, my dad roped all my life, and that's, I'll just take you all the way back to my childhood. I had to stay home till I was 6 years old. After I turned 6, I could go almost anywhere. And I was roping before that. But anyway, I started roping like in ropings. I was like 7. My first rodeo I was like 8 years old, Laton, California. Anyway, that's all I ever wanted to do was rope. And my parents, they were from here. My dad was from Canute. My mother was from Foss. And anyway, they worked hard in their life. They come to California in the 30s. Mm-hmm. And I was born in Bakersfield there. But like all I mostly did was rope. And people would come get me when I was 10, 11 years old, take me roping. Mm-hmm. Back in the day, though, I wasn't that bad, yeah. Mm-hmm. I'd say I got good around 15, 16, But I mean, like I said back then, it was word of mouth. Like, oh, there's going to be a roping over in Castaic tomorrow, or oh yeah, we might go. Or so. I mean, there was, everything was kind of, I don't know what you'd call that, but there wasn't a lot of media to tell you where to go and what to do, mm-hmm. and everything. My dad, however, did go to rodeos when I was, a kid. And anyway, so I started rodeoing. I think I roped the Salinas when I was like 13, 14 years old. Mm-hmm. I was 13 when I went about 1,000 at Reno one year, and then I was kind of gone after that. I always went roping, man.
Mm-hmm. Did you stay in school, or did you?
Oh, yeah. But I didn't do no college. Mm-hmm. I told my dad I was going to go to college and go to some rodeos. He said, no, you just go rodeo. Oh. And then my dad had a sale barn, so I worked at the sale barn, cattle auction. My childhood and growing up. And, well, even later on years, I became an auctioneer, and then I would sell the cattle, too. Mm-hmm. I don't know, maybe it's because my dad did it. I don't know. Mm-hmm. I also wonder, I rode bulls too, but I think it's because my dad always just left the rodeos early and I didn't get to watch it. I don't know, but because I always wanted to watch the bull ride and I just started riding bulls. But no, I just always loved to rope. My dad always had, like I said, horses, and there was always cattle around. But I mean, I would rope things when I was a little kid, just cats, dogs, anything. Everything would stay away from our house, and they'd be getting roped, Mm-hmm. Well, I was kind of a mean little kid, I guess. Mm-hmm. My partners, man, they were like my heroes of my life. Like I said, anyway, it's like my dad know their grandfathers. So it's over like 100 years maybe there of friendship of that family, of the Camarillos, and they were the best. I mean, like I said, they're the goats. So anyway, that's all I ever wanted to do was rope with them, Mm-hmm. And then once I got to doing it, it was like, you bet. But I know them all my life. That Leo would always say, when you going to rope with us, boy? And I was 4 or 5 years difference in age, but, that's a lot when, say, they're 20 and I'm, 15 and so on. What did I learn from them? It's everything, man. But I let them do everything. They said, come on, you're going to be here, we're going there. I said, all I want to do is be with it. It didn't matter. So, I mean, I let them run the deal. But, I mean, they know how to go. They knew how to. But if it said team roping in there, we were going. I mean, that Leo wanted to make sure that we went everywhere that said team roping. I mean, we would be there. It was probably a good thing Mars didn't have team roping. We'd have went there, you know. I mean, they were like brothers or something, huh? I mean, them bigger brothers of mine. And then I liked them taking care of it. I was their man, you know. It was cool. I was a header, of course, and they were the kings of healing. And so anyway, I was mostly needed to catch, huh? But they liked it because I'd catch quick, you know, or anyway, and they just eat them up. But I don't know. I like beating people. I don't know. It was something about that. I always just wanted to beat them. And so I would always try for first. You know, I don't know. They like that. Well, I don't know, it made me better, but it made me different. I mean, I throwed a lot of rope. In other words, I would reach for cattle and stuff where in the day of this happening, most people would run up on them, you know, and I would done had it done. And it was faster. I don't know if you call it better. I guess I mean, I wouldn't miss some, you know. And it would sure piss you off, but you know, everybody say, "Boy, you should have run up there a little further." Well, you know, it's all that hind talk. I don't know. They're right, of course. I should have, but you know, I didn't. And it's a little late. I'd like to have the ball back, you know, like when they, you know, you shoot that basketball, you miss it, they throw it back to you, and bam, I could make, you know. Anyway. You know, it was back in the day, though. I roped with Jerold and Leo. Jerold was like my first partner. Most of those rodeos would go twice, so you had two partners. A lot of times I'd be testing the air with whoever I was up with first, you know. And then if I tore one up that first one, man, no telling how quick I might be on that second one. Or the other way, if I hit one in the butt on that first one, I'm probably gonna go a little further the next time and try to make sure I catch the second one. And, you know, and it's just how what your day is that day. It's just when you wake up, you know.
And that's all about
Kind of like we talk about them quarterbacks, huh? You know,
Right.
And you're the quarterback. Well, anyway, you see them. Some days they can't, you know, every time. But next time they throw it to the other guy. It's like, what the hell? Who's team he on today?
Right.
But anyway, you know, it's a tough deal, you know. And you got to be with your guys, and you just hit two in the ass.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what they take their food right away from their mouth.
Right.
But anyway, you learn to live with it. There's a lot of things, you know, you might need to go to the bar that night. You know? It's the same today. There's no, you know, I mean, as far as, you know, doing bad, you do bad. I mean, and, you know, you practice all the time to do good, and then end up doing bad. You do things at a rodeo you don't even do at practice arena. You know, I mean, it don't even happen there. It'll happen over here, though. You know. And anyway, you got to keep your old head going. Well, yeah. No, it is. Well, it's by feeling. It's by you got to go do it. You might feel like, man, I ain't gonna miss, and you plumb off. And then I know I've felt real bad, kind of maybe even, you know, hung over a little, let's say, huh? And do real good. And so, I mean, so those, I don't know what you would say, how you can tell. You got to go every time and try it. You know, you got to get your finger wet. Did that happen or not? Yeah, well. When I won the world championship in 74, Las Vegas was mine. And it wasn't at Thomas Mack, of course. It was in the convention center them days. It was a Eldorado. But like I went first and second with myself in the team roping. I won both rounds. And the farm used to be, anything in the building used to be mine. I was like, because it was shorter distances and you know, and I don't know, I used to just shine better in a building. But it was shorter score and shorter distance, so it made my long rope work really well. And, you know, rodeos you love, those all of you love the Daddy, you love Salinas. I mean, it's just, But yeah, them ones that stuck out. It was like any building, I just loved them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was like 83,
Mm-hmm.
and it was about December 18th,
Mm-hmm.
and I ain't run since that day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I broke my neck in 2 places. I was laid in the hospital for like a year,
Oh man.
and then a halo,
Mm-hmm.
and then I had to learn how to walk. So, anyway, yeah, that guy, he's gone. This is a new guy. But anyway,
Did you go?
I had to learn how to ride again.
Yeah. How was that? How was that like?
Yeah, no, my old butt wasn't right. You know, it's just you know, fit in the saddle right,
Mm-hmm.
and then see this leg, I gotta move it around, jack around.
Mm-hmm. Did you compete some after then?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
but that's what I'm saying. I had to learn how to re-ride again, and this, you know, you know. And I old friends say, hey, just do what you can do. You know, in other words, don't worry about what that other guy can do. Just do what you can do.
Mm-hmm.
So in other words, I'm more on a trail drive now, huh?
Mm-hmm.
In other words, I go a little further, like I said, like the old other people used to. Whenever yeah. But anyway, yeah, no, I try to get on all the time. I try to go somewhere,
Mm-hmm.
go rope. Well, different friends. Alan Keller was a great friend of mine. He had friends there in Vegas, and then I met James Caan through that. He wanted to rope, so then I started kind of tutoring him and teaching him a little, or showing him a few of the ropes about roping and things. And then me and him become great friends, and he just says, "Hey, man, you want to go in this movie with me?" And I said, "Yeah." Anyway, he got my horse on and got me on, and I was a wrangler. And then as the movie went on, I got a little part in it, and then started hanging out down there and doing stunts and doing different things. I got my card, my Screen Actors Guild card and things. I hung out 4 or 5 years down there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Dances was like probably the best one everybody would know. But I did Kevin Costner, was a postman.
Mm-hmm.
But James kind of did like Comes a Horseman, though. Hide in Plain Sight. Hell, I don't know. You can Google it. Yeah, it's more. They know everyone I ever did, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know how Google knows so much, but anyway.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Is it hard
nothing.
work? Is it different work?
No, man. You go in your little cubicle and wait till they need you. And you got there and sat on the set, and everything's just wait. Hurry up and wait in the movie business. You have all your ADs and everybody. They're worried to death that you're not going to be ready. That when the director wants you, and so a lot of times you got to go there. You got to go get makeup. You got to go get wardrobe and blah blah blah. And then you go sit in your cubicle and you wait and see when they need you, and so on. It's all just waiting.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of boring, actually.
It's not glamorous.
Not really. It's really it's really boring, and yeah. These days, man, I got my mother and sister. They had a flea mart, huh? And so that's left to me. I was the last one there.
Mm-hmm.
So we got a flea mart, and it's every Monday.
Where's that at?
In Hanford, California.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, no, I still go every once in a while. I go to Salinas every year.
Mm-hmm.
I got drawed out this year, however, but I try to go. I have to go to a few more so I don't get drawed out. But and then I go jackpotting.
Mm-hmm.
I go to the World Series ropings all the time. I go to Vegas, and we go over there every year. I go to Phoenix or Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
And they have them ropings.
Mm-hmm.
But I have to be home every Monday. Flea march on Monday. But I got a big week there. I can go and get back home. No, they have me. That's you better set you up. Yeah, no, I love it though. I do. I think they're roping, man. They're roping some steers now.
Mm-hmm.
They don't mess around.
Yeah, what's the difference?
Well, they rope a littler cattle than we used to, but they'll rope bigger ones too. They don't matter. These boys can rope. There's boys now. There's hundreds of them. Where back when there was just me and 2 or 3 other boys that roped. There was old men and stuff. And now there's boys and boys. There's busloads. Yeah, no. You go to the top 40 or 50, they're roping fools. Anyway, I think it's great though. It's cool. It's great, man. That team roping is, yeah. You go to Arizona, I go down there. Every rope I'll go to have 200 and 300 teams.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Wow.
Yeah, no, they all. Well, it's amazing. It's amazing. My dad would just love it to see it, but he loved roping and people. But anyway. Yeah, no, it's cool.
Awesome. Well, that's all I need, man.
Well, y'all been cool.
Well, the day's just getting started. We got all the
Well,
stuff to do
see,
tonight too.
I got you fresh. That's why you're so happy right now.
He didn't mention too, but like
Well, no, and like all them ropings there at Vegas, they all of them pay over 100 and some grand.
Yeah.
It's just amazing what roping's done. Of course, you're putting up $2,000 now for your entry fees.
Right.
That's more than I used to win. You understand?
Right.
But it's still cool, man. It's so cool.
It kind of makes sense if something.
Oh no, somebody, yeah. Well, no, I call it the lotto. It's a lotto
So
roping.
you could go to that road.
Yeah, it's like the lotto.